So it's approaching the end of the witching hour on day 17. Looking like it's going to be the 4th or possibly 5th 1 a.m. I've done in a row now. So I'm trying to basically still trying to salvage those days we lost, which I'm managing to do, I think. Today's been a good day because I'm back onto assembly of those parts I spent 4 days cleaning up ages ago. All the main hull segments. Basically, one thing I knew this anyway, but one thing you know when you build a big model is most of the time you spend fabricating parts. If it's assembly is easy. So, all day it took sort of at least 10 hours minimum to do the lights, and then more time to put on the base plate, score it, and all the rest of it. And literally in the last hour, I've just added all of these parts on here, which is all the supports for the deck, for the floor of the top deck. Basically, I mean, it was very straightforward to put those on. I made a little jig, just a simple right angle of very straight plastic to align these to make sure they're all properly straight as they should be, so the doors slide up and down, which they do. But yeah, it's very straightforward, and it's a nice thing to do at the end of a very long day because you can look back on it and go, yeah, that's good. That looks like I've achieved something today now, so that's good. Tomorrow, this is basically almost the end of this piece. All I need to do is do the rear section down there. There's going to be a sort of a backstop. I'm going to leave the front stop onto the front segment of the ship, which will come off. So we'll be able to get a camera in there when it's finished and actually see the inside of the flight deck all the way along. So that's the only thing really left to do. And then this whole piece is basically finished. I need to tidy up the wires at the other end as well. Nothing major. Once that's done, I can then start work on the lower segment because the entire middle of the hull is going to separate, so we can get in. Well, I can get in here for maintenance and things like that, which is going to be needed because things will break. Because this is going to go to a lot of shows, so it has to be designed with that in mind. Sealing it off would be a whole lot easier at this point, but it's probably going to be painful later if and when something breaks. Always good to be able to get into things sometimes. So yeah, I mean that's where we're at. Day 18 tomorrow, so it's creeping up. I think it's this is Tuesday. Is it Tuesday tomorrow? But it's probably Tuesday tomorrow. So I'm coming up to it. Friday next week is the last day, so it's going to be quite close. I think I really need to get the ship itself built, finished, done by the end of this week to even have a chance of painting it on time. Going to be using all the speed painting tricks I know, but it's still going to be a tall order because it's a big model. But we'll see. I mean, certain things tomorrow we might see a lot of progress because I'm doing a lot more of those pre-prepared parts. So we'll find out how that goes. But at this point, I think I'm going to call it a day and go and get some sleep because I need some sleep. Coffee, Relentless and Red Bull will only take you so far, and then you got to go and sleep. So that's me. I'll see you in the morning and carry on. So it's just after lunch on day 18, and I'm finished with the top section of the ship completely. These are all on. Here, this is all cleaned up at the back here. And that shows where all the wires are all controlled, just to keep it neat. And there's a nice bit of solidity down here so it can be picked up and moved because it's pretty heavy. I have to consider these things with a model like this because it is so massive that it just needs to be structurally solid. Same goes for the other end. Down here we've got a lot of reinforcement on the inside. This is many layers of foam core in there, just completely solid, so it's going to move smoothly. So now that's done, I'm going to be building the bottom half of the middle of the ship on top of this directly so they fit together properly, because the bottom half will have to mate with all of these perfectly, and the only real way of doing that is to actually build it on top of it. So I'm going to get cracking with that and I'll check in later.